We tend to focus on the one person who's identified as coming up with a dazzling new product, service, or artwork. This leads us to mistakenly think that creativity is a personal trait, when it is in fact a process that can be studied, learned, and replicated. It's common to assume that an individual is responsible for a creative product or service. However, the creative process is more often than not a collaborative one, using techniques that we can all try to learn and apply. Remember, we're aiming for you to gain tangible benefits from thinking and acting like an entrepreneur, from innovating like an entrepreneur. It's true that creativity seems to come very naturally to some people. That doesn't exclude the possibility that we can all improve our level of creativity using known techniques, tools, and processes. What do you count as creative? Doing something different and better? Replacing the current way? Finding a new way? How new is new? New to you, or to your organisation, or to your business sector? Often what we mean by creativity is generating new ideas and seeing everything from a different perspective. A simple technique for generating ideas that you may be aware of is brainstorming. You ask yourself a question which has lots of possible answers. Try answering this typical question: what uses can you make of a paperclip? The idea of the question is to get you to move off your one fixed idea of using a paperclip to hold pieces of paper together. Try answering it now and see what you can come up with. In generating your answers, try not to filter them as they occur to you. Only after you have generated a long list do you consider them, discarding the majority and keeping the small number of most promising ones. The selection from the long list of ideas to find the small number of best ideas is an important exercise. Did you have any of the following? Bookmark, hair clip, keyring, aerosol nozzle cleaner, balloon popper, temporary button on clothes, earring, cable tie, lockpick? If you use the right questions, brainstorming can be a simple yet powerful tool. It causes a cascade of ideas. The wrong questions leave us stuck. If you ask, what will the world be like in 25 years? Ideas might come to you, but more often than not, that type of question causes you to say very little. It's vital to find the right questions. We need questions that unlock our thinking. For example, let's imagine that all the cars in the world were manufactured in one colour, red. Now let's ask ourselves, how could we find our car in a car park? Try thinking about it. You'll be surprised by how many interesting ideas it generates. Do you find yourself thinking about any of the following? How we customise our cars, how we use our cars to distinguish us from other people or to belong to a group, how electronic key fobs work best when we're very close to a car, why some colours are more popular than others, the visibility of cars at night, the number of shades of the colour red, how car parks are organised. This is an example of how some questions, the right questions, really stimulate our thinking. Innovation depends on being able to generate lots of ideas, to be able to see things from a different perspective, to see familiar things in a new light, to open our ideas to things we take for granted, to wonder, why have we always done it this way? Allowing yourself to stand back and consider if there are other, better ways, and in asking these questions to see new opportunities. To help you to be more innovative, you need to consider, are you asking the right questions?